Hey guys, I'm in the middle of some renovations. Hopefully my microphone's close enough to me that you're not getting all the echo of this empty room. I'm going to go through the next song in the chromaticism section in book 3 right now. We're on page 12, I believe, and it's a classical study called Estudio. The Hal Leonard book leaves this one uncredited. I'm not sure who wrote it. I know I've seen it in some of my other classical albums and that it's a legitimate classical study. I was also hoping to find it in one of those albums and develop it further in a supplementary lesson for you, but I can't find it right now, so I'm just going to use this section that they're giving us. The chromaticism is fairly limited in this one, but I'll point it out as we go. We're basically looking at 3-note patterns, so I'll use the thumb, the P, on strings 5, 4, and even 3, the indice on string 2, and medio on string 1, that's the M finger. So at first we see an A minor chord, A, C, and E. As you know, when I see a chord, I'll often grab the entire chord. So there you've got an A minor, playing from string 3, the A note, twice. The E major chord, you hit the G sharp on the string 3. And then the 4th string, the lower E. That's not necessary, you may just play the 2 notes you want. That's what I'll do for now. So here's A and C. Next bar, move the pointer and middle finger to the next 2 strings, so you have a G sharp and an E in preparation. I hit the G sharp first. The book says to let these notes ring throughout. That's sostenuto, where you sustain your sounds into chords. Next line here, the classical player will generally play that B note with the pinky and the D note with the ring finger. And I know that's indicated in one of my albums that that's how we want to do it. A pop player or a rock player probably slides the fingers up to hit them. In fact, I think that's how I'm going to do it. We played A minor so far with the index finger on the 2nd string C and the middle finger on the A. In this bar, we just move them up 2 frets to a B and a D. The open E continues to ring. These are notes in an E7 or a B minor 11 chord. I think the E7 might be indicated here. And then I slide right back into A minor. Hit the open 5th string A on this last bar. That's right here with your ledger lines. More of the A minor. Chromaticism, the C becomes a C sharp. That's a secondary dominant. The A7 chord is leading us to our D minor chord. So we'll have an F with the pointer, D with the pinky, and an F on the 4th string with the ring finger. So this is D minor over F, and then you remove the ring finger here, so it's open D, back into A minor, E, and A minor. So I'll go through it one more time here, just discussing it and going slowly. We're using the A and the C of the A minor chord on the 3rd and 2nd strings, played with the thumb and the index, then the middle will play the 1st string. First we'll start with the A minor with the A and C. You can even slide that A finger back into the G sharp of the E chord. Then you're in the B or E7, and back into A minor. A7, the C goes chromatically up to a C sharp, which continues its journey to the D note, so we went chromatically from C to C sharp to D. Last line, A minor, E7, and A minor. So the chromaticism is used in getting the major chords, the dominant 7s. We see it when we go from the 1 chord, the minor A, to the E, and we see it when A minor goes to A7, the secondary dominant of D, where we get chromatics from C to C sharp, the leading tone, and the D note. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and...